Is it a good idea to melt ice dams with a Chinese diesel heater? And maybe more importantly, will it work? Surprisingly, the answer is yes and no. And here's the problem. I've got ice dams forming in the shaded section of my breezeway, which also happen to be part of the main entrance to my house. Snow melts on the roof, the water runs down, it hits the gutter that's completely packed with ice, then it overflows. Where does it go? Right onto the walkway, which then turns into a perfectly smooth sheet of ice, basically a homemade skating ring at my front door. I've been dumping a lot of salt on it just to keep things safe, but it's going to kill the plants, and it's really not the solution of just more salt. The real solution is a working gutter. And I didn't put heat tape on at the beginning of the season. I actually never owned heat tape, and this only happens once every couple of years when the weather is just right. So I think that's a little too late for that now. So I had this brilliant idea. Why not just aim the output of a Chinese diesel heater at the ice dam and melt it away? So cutting to the chase, it worked amazingly well for some things, and other things not so good, which then led me to carving the channels in the ice using hot water. So let's go take a look at my setup and how it worked out. So I have this spare portable H-calorie 5 to 8,000 kilowatt unit, which we all know are really 5,000 kilowatt units. So it's probably outputting about 15,000 BTUs of heat. What I didn't like about it was it sits a little low to the ground. So I just made these 3D printed these risers for the feet just to keep that exhaust from hitting the bottom, giving me a little space there. But anyway, that's all not that important here. Important thing is I'm just going to use a standard diesel heater. And for part of this, I'm going to just put it on my tabletop Workmate Pro and just kind of kludge it together because I just want it to, want to keep this simple. This isn't a permanent install or anything. So we'll just try to get the air out going, exhaust going, and power. So since this is kind of experimental, I'm only probably going to put maybe about a third of a tank full of fuel. So I'm not running it with a full tank of fuel just while I'm getting it operational. And let me just remind you, we're dealing with diesel fuel, heat on your house and stuff like that. So if you have ice dams, leave it to the professionals. This is for entertainment purposes only. See what not to do. Yeah, and don't forget, as you burn the fuel, you're also producing carbon monoxide. So you have to worry about carbon monoxide coming out of the exhaust and somehow making it into your house. Also, that exhaust tube is like 450 degrees. I mean, it is scorching hot. It's enough to probably catch something on fire. Not as bad as the heat output, right? The heat output I found is about 250 degrees max, but the exhaust easily hits 450, so scorching, burning hot. Okay, so this is how I actually am going to do the first part of the setup. Nice and easy. It's just got some power, some heat coming out. Problem that I actually have is before I can even melt anything from the top is that these downspouts are frozen solid. There's a big block of ice in that downspout. So even if I melt it from the top, nothing's going to flow out the bottom. So I'm going to actually have to melt that free of ice for anything to work. Okay, so a couple minor modifications. Bent the exhaust on the side so it won't fall over. Just put it on that parts bin, which is made out of metal because it gets so hot. And just change the direction of the heat to the downspout. Now, I will say, I'll just cut to the chase right now. A diesel heater for melting the ice inside a downspout is hugely effective. I'll show you what happens up top in a little bit, but down below, right here, it's hugely effective at cutting that ice up or melting that ice to the point that you can actually get it outside of the spout. If I poured hot water from the top and it went down, it would just make the block of ice taller and longer inside of that spout, and it wouldn't get down and out until you start to get some flow around it. And my spout happens to maybe be like, I want to say like 10 inches at the bottom. It's just solid ice. But after that, it's pretty clean. So I just have to melt this clog out. Yeah, and as I'm probing it here, I know there's a bunch of leaves and crap in the bottom, but there's a big chunk of ice that's already starting to loosen up. It is movable. If I can melt it, I can probably just pull the whole thing out. That'll be satisfying. Okay, so we're probably about a half hour in now to just the heat up of the downspout itself with directed heat. I guess I could do this with the heat gun too, but why do it if you can? But look at that. Here comes the block. Oh man, look at that. That is satisfaction. Now, that was solid all the way around the spout with no ability of water to flow whatsoever. So that's a great start. Okay, now that we got the bottom pretty well cleared out, that was actually worked really surprisingly well. I just have to figure out how to get the heat up to the top. So I'm going to take my Workmate Pro, which is that workbench, and I'm going to set the heater on top of it and then just kind of jury rig with some spare parts. I don't have a piece of tubing that's long enough currently, but I'm just going to use some extra pieces and a clamp and just try to get it up there at the top underneath the gutter and see if that makes any difference whatsoever. Okay, so the setup is this. There's my Workmate Pro, the exhaust pointing down. I'm going to recoup the exhaust in a few minutes to point it at more ice, try to recoup some of that heat. But you see, I've just kind of clamped the top of the hose pointing at the underside of the gutter to see if I can melt the ice that way. And then that exhaust is pointing down. Give me a few minutes and I'll show you what I do there. And there's my power supply. Okay, so mixed results here, but if you look real carefully here, you're going to see a couple wisps of steam going on there. There it was, just right there. So it is melting ice, but it melts it from the bottom, and then it doesn't seem to be able to get to that block any better. So I'm going to change the config a little bit, try to hold some heat in a little better. Okay, so I changed the configuration around a little bit to try to get to the top of the block ice, kludged it together with a couple clamps. I know this is very kludgy, but we're just doing proof of concept here. I've got a little tin here just to kind of trap heat in and kind of reflect it back down onto the ice. You can definitely see water melting and stuff like that, so that's good. A little bit around the lip because we heated it from the bottom. But overall, this is really slow going. Ideally, I would tent the heat in with a tarp or something like that, and then that would probably give me the best results. But hey, I just wanted to see if this was even plausible. And it is, I think, plausible, but you have to be prepared to run it for a long time, and which means you got to kind of stay out there and watch it the whole time, or tent it in so you have a warming tent under it. But this method is really, really slow. So as a side note, because I know somebody's going to mention it, is what about all that exhaust heat? Now, I don't want to point that at the house because that stuff is really hot. I'm not going to melt a hole in my siding or anything like that, catch my house on fire. But in this case, I just got a longer exhaust tube that I happen to have laying around and shoved it into the ice pile there. I kind of pointed it at it. You just got to be careful here that you don't melt things with it because these things are stupid hot. And it was marginally successful. I mean, there's a lot of energy, but honestly, the way I'm doing it is so wasteful that, it only moderately melts stuff, but still kind of cool to see. So in the end, I would give this, I don't know, maybe like a 5 out of 10 in terms of melting ice dams. I'd give it a 9 out of 10 for melting stuff inside the downspout, but for the actual ice dams, no bueno. Just it just doesn't have enough heat, or it's not directed enough. I think the only solution is hot water. I mean, I can see meltage happening. I think if I could leave it there all day long, but I'd be worried about the house and stuff like that, then I would feel pretty like it'd probably be okay. And I think if you tented it and put it inside a tarp or something and then blew it in, as opposed to just using like like a pan from the kitchen or something like that to just redirect heat. I mean, it works because it's warm, but it doesn't work great. So what does work pretty reliably is water, hot water. And I don't want to hook it up to the washer dryer, run a huge long hose. So I'm going to use this 5-gallon bucket here, fill it up with hot water from the bathtub, as hot as I can get it. And I'm just going to take that bucket out. And instead of trying to lift it onto the roof and pour it, I am taking the lazy way out here. And I know they do make professional devices to get ice dams. That's why I'm saying if you get ice dams, just get somebody to come out and steam them out. I'm going to use this Milwaukee M12 hump, and I'm going to put a little hose attachment on it put it in the bucket of water, and then just spray the hot water on the roof and finish my ice dam problems. But I'd say the safest method and the most effective method is hot water. Um, the hotter the better, I suppose. I don't know about steam. I don't want to wreck my shingles or anything, but um, just getting that hot water has a lot of energy delivery in it, and you can see it just melt into the snow right away. I don't even have a high flow rate of it, and I'm only using about 5 gallons of water here to kind of finish the melting. But hot water is just so much better. So the answer to the question of should you use a diesel heater? Not really. Is it effective? Not terribly effective, but it did clean out the clog in the downspout amazingly well. So there's that. And I think there are better ways to implement the diesel heater than I did. But, it's winter. I'm getting a little lazy here, and I'm just trying to take the path of least resistance. But in the end, I got what I needed to get done by using a combination of hot water and the diesel heater just to get this side of my downspout. But honestly, if I had serious ice dams, you need a serious amount of hot water, way more than 5 or 10 gallons out of buckets. And so, yeah, but overall, still pretty cool. So yeah, and even after all that, there's still ice that I can't move. But if you look, I got the downspout area clean. So now water will collect in there. Hopefully, it will stay in the right thermal cycle so that, the warming days and the melting kind of coincide to where it kind of can stay clean enough at this point to do its job while the rest of the ice melts. And you are going to get wet doing this. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this. Have a great day.